Good morning, Infinity. Happy New Year. It's 2022. If you didn't know by me announcing it, you should know by my stylish new glasses. And I hope you have your stylish new glasses on. Hope you have yourself ready and prepped to go for an exciting 2022. This is the year of attainment. We are in a space where we are manifesting things now. The payoff is here. I invite you in this moment to like what you're seeing. Hit the like button, to hit the share button. This is now a time to start your watch parties, to start letting people know, hey, we are populating Infinity Fellowship. It's first Sunday. We are here all over the globe, wherever we may need to be. So I invite you to gather your family together, put everybody in the room, and let's set this off in an awesome way. This is the first Sunday of the new year. And what an awesome Sunday it's going to be. See you in a few minutes.
There we go. Okay. Good morning. Wake up. We're excited to be here together. We got some music for you, as we always do. We have an experience for you. And grab the family, grab everybody as we come together to have a little music. Yes. Hey, it's party time, y'all. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Woo! Hey, come on now. You made me happy. This you can bet. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget. And I really love you. You should know. I want to make sure I'm right, before I let go. Now we've had our good time. That's not the same. We've hurting each other now, and boy, that's a shame. And I won't be foolish, no. I wanna know. I wanna make sure I'm right, boy, before I let go. You know I thank God sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Whoa, before I let you go. Never let you go before I let go. Woo! Play Reggie! Hey, come on, y'all. Hey. We were so close. I love your song. I can't understand it now. Where did we go wrong? I won't be asking, boy. See, I've got to know. I gotta make sure I'm right, yeah, before I let go. Come on, y'all. You know I thank God sun rises and shines on you. You know there's nothing I would not do. Oh, before I let you go. I let you go. I'll never before I let go. Come on, y'all. This is a time where we will be doing the line dance right there. Hey, come on, here we go. Some of us call it the electric slide, what? And some of us call it the twine, huh? But we're gonna move a little bit. Come on, y'all, out there. Da, 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 da. Hey, come on, follow Rev. Hey, da, 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 da. Come on, y'all. I see y'all out there. Da, 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 da. Hey, ba, 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 ba. Come on, hey, move a little bit. Hey, come on and shake a little bit. We made it to a new year. Hey, we made it to a new year. Hey, come on, y'all. Hey, come on, Red. I see you. Ba, 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 da, ba. Hey, I'm feeling good, y'all. Hey, I got my health, y'all. Yeah. Hey, come on, yeah. Ba, ba, ba. Woo, woo, ba, 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 da, ba. Can y'all sing that with me out there? Ba, 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 da, da. I can hear you through the screen. Hey, ba, 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 da, da. Hey, before I let go. Before I let go. Hey, before I let go, yeah. Before I let go. Ba-da-ba. Hey, ba-da-ba. Hey, da-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba. Yes. Ba-da-ba. Yes. Happy New Year.
Voices of Infinity, Voices of Infinity. Happy New Year. Y'all give it up, Sister Kadeetha Carr, Brother Reggie Wooten. Fresh off of New Year's stuff. Oh, y'all had to have the backup dancer. It's in on the backup dancer. I'm the backup dancers to the voices today. And all of y'all were too, so we were all grooving. Nothing like a groove to get you going in the morning, to get you up, to get you ready, to get you excited. Get everybody together, y'all. It's the first Sunday in 2022. Tony said, it's the first of the month. Get up, wake up, come on, get on up. We invite you to come into the room today as we have an exciting first Sunday. It is 1, 2, 2, 2. Can y'all imagine? We be seeing ones and twos like, is it me, or do you have to watch all the replays to see 12, 21, 21, to see 20, 20? We had all kind of twos and ones in here, so we're on the ones and twos today. So we want you to be on the ones and twos today in the space today. What an exciting vibration. I'm Jeff Obafemi-Carr, for those who may be new to Infinity, who got invited to the space today. We want to welcome you and let you know that that feeling that you're feeling is on purpose and intentional. It is a high vibration, and it's a vibration of love and power. So we invite you to settle into the sacred service today. Grab your family members, grab the kids, grab your loved ones, grab yourself. Place your coffee or your tea somewhere on the table nearby and sit up straight for a moment as we start with meditation and prayer. We invite you to enjoy the stillness right now. We know that a lot of things may have gone on during the week. That is why we're here every single Sunday, to make sure that you sit still for a moment. Prayer is when we speak to the God of our acceptance and understanding, as diverse number of names that there could be in the infinite universe. Meditation is when we sit still and listen. So I invite you to sit still and listen right now. Take a deep breath. Let it all go. Take another deep breath, sit a little taller. Let it all go. Take another deep breath, and this time make it a little more full. Feel your lungs, your stomach, your hips, everything in you expand. Now exhale, let it all go, and release all tension that you have. Continue to breathe. Just like this, inhaling, exhaling, and now allowing your eyes to gently close. Sit in the space of breath. Leaving behind all things that distract us from this moment of gratitude. Feel the gift of breath moving through your body right now. Feeling your heart expand in its capacity to love. Recognizing and embracing the truth. And the truth is the breath right now. The truth is this life force that we call the Ashe, that we call the spirit, that we call the prana in some traditions. This acknowledgement that we are in an animated body, wearing and holding who we truly are inside these earth suits, and giving thanks for their functioning right now. As we recognize in this moment that our breathing is synchronized with other souls all over the world, as we acknowledge this place of good and thanksgiving, feel the good, Know the good. Embrace the good. Proclaiming, and so it is in our spirits. As we acknowledge this breath, we ask that all heads now be bowed. All hearts are now open. As we speak to Divine Source in this wonderful moment of synchronicity of life. All wise, all powerful, all knowing, all loving God. You are our mother energy. You are our father energy. You are the loving and living spirit of our divine commonality. You are the divine source of all creation. And although you are perceived by many different names in this space today, you are known by one divine energy. And that energy is inside of us. It's outside of us, it's around us, it's under us, it surrounds us in love completely all the time. We give thanks in this moment of gratitude for another year, for the year 2022. We give thanks as we take a glance in the rearview mirror to 2021, and we saw what happened for us in a year of alignment. We recognize that alignment was not always easy for us. There were some bumps in the roads. There were some difficulties in transformation. There were some pushes behind us and under us for us to grow and to change. But we have come to this point where we can look back. We don't have to wonder how we got over. We got over and through because you were always present in our lives. You got us through circumstances that some people counted us out of, and we give thanks. We give thanks as a community for standing on the threshold here, opening the door to 2022, the year of attainment, the time when the payback is coming, the time when all that we've planted is now becoming a harvest. We thank you for the harvest of good health and wellness for this congregation. We thank you for the harvest of healed relationships for those who are tuning in right now. We thank you in advance for the harvest of abundance in lives. We thank you in advance for the harvest in open doors. We thank you in advance for the harvest of new creativity and new ideas and new commitments to stand and to shine in 2022. We ask our covering to go into the spaces there with those who are in a space of dis-ease right now. And we speak healing upon their bodies, their minds, and their spirits. We speak that in this service today, in the acknowledgement of your divine presence with us always, that something is said, something is sung, something is danced, something is shared, that reminds someone right when they need it to be reminded that you are always with us, that we are made in your divine image and likeness, and as such, we can do all things except fail. For these things and others that cannot be put into words, we simply breathe in gratitude. Inhale, exhale, let it go. We speak these things and proclaim them as true. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Hotep. Shalom. Namaste. Ashe. Oh, what a blessed time it is when we get to pour out water for those who have gone before. When we talk about libations, you know, if you've been here, if you are new to libation is a word that simply means a pouring out, or pouring out particularly of water in a sacred space and ceremony. This is an ancient tradition that goes back so far that we can let the historians debate. What we know to be truth is when we pause to give thanks, to give honor, to give remembrance to those who have gone on before, who have made that transition into the space of life after life. We are connecting that infinite energy. Those who are on this side with those who have crossed beyond the veil, knowing that that great mystery is really simple. We see it in physics and science when we say energy is never created or destroyed, it only changes form. Once we shed these earthly bodies, that's not the end. So by calling the names, we acknowledge that there is no ending. There's just a new beginning. So I want you, as you begin to think about your folks, your friends, your relatives, those who have transitioned into the space of life after life, we ask that you type their names in the box or you call their names aloud when we call and pour libations today. In this brand new year, there's no greater time than the present to become thankful. Thankful for the lessons that we learned. Thank you for the gifts that we were given by those who walked the way before us. It may have been the old man on the corner and you didn't like bumping into him, but he always told your mom and daddy when you were in trouble and you hated him for it until you realized when you got older that he may have saved your life. Call his name. To those who have transitioned into space today, who left an impact on a larger number of people, we pour a special libation. To the grand lady, who many of us knew and loved, whose comedic sense of timing and beauty and skill and ability to connect with people transcended all cultures and ethnicities. She was preparing for her 100th birthday on January 17th. She transitioned at 99 to the great Betty White, Ashe. To the great actor, producer, who brought us the Cleopatra Jones series in what they call the blaxploitation era. To a writer, to an artist, to someone who provided opportunities for actors when they didn't have a chance, who found himself memorialized evermore in what's considered one of the greatest black exploitation films ever, The Mac. Y'all remember him as Goldie, with that rich flowing hair and that clear brown skin. The great Max Julian, 88 years old, Ashe. So as we prepare for these libations, as we call the names aloud, we ask that you remember those who came before. As they pop into your mind, they're saying, remember me. Cool water, freshen our spirits today. Freshen and consecrate this house. Freshen our collective ancestors as we give praise to Almighty Mother, Father God, Divine Source, and all creation. Grant to us peace and prosperity in 2022. We pour today to the ancestral energy of the North, the place where we find our direction, Ashe. We pour to the energies of the South and remembrance of where we come from, Ashe. To the energies of the rising sun of the East and the hope for a new tomorrow, Ashe. To the energies of the West and the lunar cycle, reminding us of the nurturing energy of the universe, Ashe. To the very ground below us, upon which we stand, being rooted with Mother Earth and all creation, and remembering that we are all connected, Ashe. To the skies above, the blank landscape whereby we see our dreams and paint our possibilities and are able to bring them into manifest reality, Ashe. To the place that pulls these all intersections together, the place of the heart where love exists and emanates, the green energy that goes into the universe and infects, effects, and affects others. We acknowledge it today, Ashe. Call the names aloud as we pour these next few pours of water. and to the children in the world, womb and yet unborn. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. It is done. Good morning, Infinity. Oh man, the energy is flowing in this place. We know that it's flowing with you at home. We are in the field of gratitude, and it is a wonderful, awesome Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up. Y'all look, we dancing all day today. We getting on up in gratitude. How we generate gratitude in Infinity is really, really simple. I want you to say hello in the chat box. This is when I get a chance and we get a chance to actually see you come across the feed wherever you are. So please let us know who you are. Let us know where you're beaming in from on this awesome day. And here's the kicker. Give us one thing that you're grateful for today. One thing. It could have been that you woke up, could have been that you're breathing, could have been that you got through 2021. Something that you're grateful for. Give us one thing. Young people, you can do the same thing too. You can join us all over the world as we say good morning to you. It's a simple song. The voices will take us in. Let's see what's happening out there in your field of gratitude. Let's line it up, folks. Good morning.
Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 a da 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 a da 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 da. Good morning. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. And we say a da 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 a da 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 da. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. A good morning to you. Good morning to you. Woo!
All right. We're moving and we're grooving. We got some folks who are generating some gratitude in the box today. We got Christina Petaway's in the house. Oh man, good morning and happy new year from Nashville. Christina, we're gonna see you in person one day soon. We really hope to. Grateful for the motivation I woke up with this morning. All right, we're with you. Next up, we've got Winnie Nobles. Winnie, what's happening? Good morning, welcome to the year of 22 of attainment from Kigali, Rwanda is in the house. Grateful for a peaceful life. Yeah. Global baby today. I love it. Elliot's in the house. Thankful for my continued health. We're speaking that on you and your radiating health from here forward, Brother Elliot. Good to have you in the spot today. Keisha Cunningham is in the house. Our resident movie star. If y'all don't know her, y'all need to look her up. Good morning, coming in from Nashville, Tennessee. Grateful for life and another chance. Come Come on, Keisha. Come on, Keisha. I know Keisha is moving. We got LaKeisha Taylor, the Taylor family triad, all the kids in the spot. Grand Rising Cashville is in the house. Grateful for good health, family, and the Infinity family. We're grateful for y'all too. We are in this spot today. Toya Moore is in the house. Toya Charles, what's up, family? Good morning, Infinity. Grateful to see 22. We're grateful to see y'all. What's happening? Man, I'm loving it. We got Leandria in the house. Happy New Year. Grateful for family time. Oh, y'all feel that? See, when y'all reading some of these names, y'all are like, wait a minute, I'm grateful for family time too. Isn't it wonderful for me to be in the spot? Michelle Mayberry is in the house. Good morning from Texas. Good morning. Grateful for great health and for being connected to Infinity Fellowship. True blessings. Back at you, Sister Michelle. Stylish one. I can't wait to see what you're going to be rocking in 2022 because I know you always do it with style and with grace. Stacy Jackson's in the house. What's happening, Stacy? Oh, we had a great vision board session. Good morning from Clarksville, Maryland. Grateful for the restoration of my daughters and my own health after COVID. Yes. Come on, health. Sister Denise is in the house with an eye in the space. Don't get it twisted. Nashville, Tennessee. Energetically grateful for right now in this present time. Oh yeah, breathe it in. Feel it. Oh, I love it. Angie Bartlett-Treese is in the house, grateful for life and a renewed sense of awareness in 2022. Come on through. Jay Hizzy's in the house. Josh is thankful for his parents. And we thankful for you too. We love you too, and you're not a random citizen. That's the Inside Family movie joke. Doc Michelle is in the house. Good morning from Dr. Michelle in Murfreesboro. Grateful for the service and the help of my family. Kiss and hug everybody. Oh, we can't wait to hear your standing ovation for you. I'm just calling it in advance. Wink, wink, wink. We want to announce it to the world. Cindy is in the house, vibrating from Virginia. Yes. Thankful for my family. Oh yeah, we thankful for you. Sending love to you and Neo today. We know y'all are rocking and rolling. Great to have you in the spot. Justin is in the house. What's up, Justin? Good morning from Shreveport, Louisiana. Yes, doing great things down there, brother. Grateful for my pharmacy techs and my fellow pharmacists who are working extra hours as we try to make it through this cold, flu, COVID season. We're speaking it to you, brother. Continued strength, abundance of people who will show up and be there for you. We know it's coming, 2022, in advance. Gigi is in the house. Shout out from San Diego. We got Cali. California's in the house today. Grateful to provide this abundant life for my son. Yes. We're in here, man. Oh, we got it. Hotep means peace, y'all. Brother Rob Moses in the house from Tallahassee, Florida. Ma'at Hotep. Balance, justice, and peace. Yeah, baby, it's all coming in the house. Good to see you, Ra, in the house today. We got Sister Mama Rosetta. We call her Mama Rosetta around here because she's one of our folks we listen to. Hotep, peace from snow-covered Chicago. Ooh. Grateful for the breath of life, for still being here in 22, for my beloved family, friends, and for Infinity Fellowship. And we're grateful for you. What an awesome time to see another year together, sister. Oh my goodness, so much gratitude. Tyrone Jackson's in the house. Grateful for life and health. Happy New Year from the ATL. We got Georgia, California, Africa. Come on through, y'all. We are in the spot today. Jody Harris is in the house. Good morning from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Grateful for my grandmother's prayers, God's grace, wife, and family. We're grateful for all of it from Chat, Vegas in the spot. Tashana and the Lindsay families in the house. The Lindsays are here. Grateful for my parents, getting to know and see them for who they are and not just as mom and dad. Come on with your message there. Come on, sister, with your message there. I love it. Destiny Muhammad is in the house. Chris Well, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Kicking the year off with Infinity. We love you guys. Oh, I got things. We're going to do that in a minute. Thea Jones is in the house. Thea. of TNT in the house. Good morning. Grateful for peace, love, and energetic light. All the things that you continue to manifest when you're around too, sister. Love you and T and all of the family. Say hello. Shay is in the house. Good morning, family. Grateful for growth. I know Standing Ovation is going to be off the chain today. We got so many great people coming in this space. Veronica's in the house. Grand Rising. Thank you for being here and starting off our week with infinity. Come on, pump it up. Tag somebody. We are jamming in the space. Good morning from Atlanta, Georgia. That's our friends there with Urban Soul Sanctuary. Grateful to be here and glad to be here with my loving wife. Ain't nothing better. Family together in the spot. Tyrone in the house. Grateful for life and health. Happy New Year from ATL. Oh yeah. We're going to roll through these. Felina's in the house. I'm speaking health to you, Felina. Good morning from Wisconsin. Grateful for good health on this snowy day. We're speaking the healing. We know. Feel that vibration. Lay your hands on the screen and whatever you got to do. You feel this love. We're sending it your way in this house today. All right, we got Tanita in the house. Good to see you from Durham, North Carolina. Thankful for family and Infinity Fellowship family. We're thankful for you. So everybody else, share it in the chat. If you're in the chat box and you see somebody share something, put some hearts on it, put some love on it, put some energy on it, because that energy is going to come to you in return. A good morning, y'all.
A good morning to you. A good morning to you. 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 To all of you. Yes. All right, y'all. I think we're ready for another selection from us, huh? And I like this song. What's interesting about, especially with Donny Hathaway, I'm not sure, Reggie, who the original writers of this song are, but this song always speaks to me on so many levels. With your conscious mind, thinking about it in another place, thinking about it in above area. So we're going to jam out a little bit if that's all right with y'all, if that's all right. Thank you, Donnie, for your voice and your wisdom and your mind. Hey. We live from the head down and not the feet up. And I'm adorned with a crown that's making this up. And I'm fine, fine, under cloud nine. Yes, I wear the lamb's wool, the feet of burned brass. And the wool defies gravity like nature on a gas. Yes, I'm fine, fine, under cloud nine. Twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. And the energy will absorb. Hey, power for the metaphysical one. Happy to be nappy. I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, that I have been chosen to wear the conscious cloud. And I'm fine, fine, under cloud nine. I'd be a chameleon and wear it bone straight. But it's so much stronger when it's in its natural state. And I'm fine, fine, under cloud nine. Twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. And the energy energy will absorb power for the metaphysical one. And when it rains, it pours, and the energy will absorb power for the metaphysical one. Play, Reggie! We live from the head down and not the feet up. And I'm adorned with a crown that's making this up. And I'm fine, fine, under cloud nine. Twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. Twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. I said twist, twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. It pours. Twist, 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 twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, it pours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Twist, twist my cloud and let it rain. And when it rains, when it rains, when it rains, it pours. Twist my cloud and let it rain. Yeah. Twist, 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 twist my cloud and let it rain. Hey, and the energy will absorb power for the metaphysical one.
Good morning, Infinity.
Good morning.
All right, first off, can you hear me okay? Oh, yeah. All right, now, welcome into the, what's up? Yep. Which one? All right, give me 1 second, everybody. All right, this one? We're good? Okay. All right, never mind. Okay, so, again, welcome into the Infinity Experience live online. Now, here at Infinity, we don't tell you what to call or how to define the God of your own personal acceptance and understanding. That is an intensely personal and beautiful relationship. Here at Infinity, we affirm your unique connection. Now, whatever you call that source energy, you'll hear us say God interchangeably with the universe, divine source. What you see around you is proof, and I do mean proof that it was showing off when you were created after the same image and likeness. Now, it's time to speak aloud the core agreements that bring us together at Infinity. Now, we call that infinitude. Now, infinitude is defined in the dictionary, and yes, it is a dictionary, look it up, as the state or quality of being infinite, of having or having no limit. Now, we have a unique mix of faith backgrounds at Infinity, but what centers us is the spirituality we all share in common. For us, infinitude is defined as infinity with an attitude, and that attitude is gratitude, and the snap you just heard is the spiritual practice that gives us life and meaning. So, snap is on our website at myif.org and on your screen. Now, the S is for spirituality that transcends religion and connects you to the God of your own understanding. The N is for the nurturing of ourselves and others, mind, body, and spirit. And is it on the screen? Yep, there we go. Now we're getting there. All right. Next up, we have the A, which is for action, because we take action on our callings and walk in our divine purpose every day. Finally, the P is for the proof that our spiritual practices manifest fruit in our lives through the building and maintaining of healthy and prosperous families, relationships, careers, and dreams. We are grateful you are all here as unique manifestations of our Creator, the loving, living spirit of our commonality. Now, the divine source of all creation, perceived by many names, yet known by only one energy. Now, I invite you to join us in the affirmation of our statement of infinitude. Boom. We agree that we are beings of pure, eternal spirit, birthed from the creative potential of the universe. With all the powers of the Creator inherent within us, we embrace the innate goodness of humankind and an abundant creation that provides for us through the seeds that we plant in our everyday lives. We acknowledge that who we are is housed in a temporary biological organism, and as such, it is our responsibility to take care of it because it will only last for a precious window of time. As we nurture ourselves spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we commit to provide like acts of nurturing for our fellow brothers and sisters of the world we live in, embracing all regardless of religious faith, skin color, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic background. All are truly welcome at Infinity. We agree and accept that various religions exist as a unique opportunity for humanity to get to know one another. Meaningful conversations that seek to explore the core concepts we share in common. It is the application of ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices, both physical and metaphysical, that will lead us close together as a human family. We commit to exist now and ever as a beloved community. Let it be so according to the many ancient terms of affirmation. Amen.
Amen.
Amin.
Amin.
Hotep.
Hotep.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Yay, yay. All right, thank y'all so much. Bring it in.
Thank you, T. As always. We invite you now to stand along with us and sing. Wherever you are, stand up, grab somebody's hand, sway a little bit from side to side. And Sister Denise and Brother D will remind us to the left, to the right, because today is the day that the God of your acceptance and understanding has made. It's a moment to rejoice, to be glad, and to recall that we can speak things into existence. When we add some music to it, we sing them into existence. This is our congregational hymn, Peace, Peace. Sing it along with us.
Peace, peace, wonderful peace,
Enter my heart and bring healing.
bring healing to me.
Oh, peace,
Oh, peace,
peace, everlasting peace.
everlasting peace.
Let my peace shine bright so the world can see. Come on and sing it with us.
Love, love, wonderful love, enter my heart and bring healing to me. Oh, love, love, everlasting love, let my love shine bright so the world can see. Let's get some joy. Joy, joy,
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You may be seated, as I used to say in the old days. You may be seated. But I want to welcome everybody. If you are a first-time visitor at Infinity today, we know it's the first Sunday, and many people out there made a commitment to try something new or to try to experience something new on the first Sunday of the year, and also made a commitment to go back into the practices that bear fruit in your life. And I'm so excited that Infinity is that space for you. If you are a first-timer here and somebody tagged you, somebody liked something that you had liked, and they say, I got something there for you to like too, and they sent you a message for Infinity today, and that's how you ended up here. It's not by accident. You really ought to call that person and say, I absolutely love you for thinking so highly of me that you recommended me to a space where I fit when I didn't fit in any other space, a space of love and power. So guess what? We're virtual now. We've been virtual for a while because we've been being safe. And as you heard in the statement of infinitude, woven into the practices, the very spiritual foundation of the Infinity Fellowship is the application of scientific wisdom, ancient wisdom, scientific discovery, and spiritual practices that are physical and metaphysical. So we're doing this for safety, but it's also opened up a whole new world so that we can reach you wherever you are and pour love into you. So family online, infinite streamers, you know how we do it. If somebody types first time in, just hammer them with hearts, hammer them with love, hammer them with muscle arms, hammer them with power fists, whatever you got that shows gratitude and love. Let them feel welcome in the space today. I say good morning to everyone I haven't met either personally or on the infinite stream. My name is Jeff Obafemi-Carr, and in this space they call me Rev Jeff, and I am the Chief Spiritual Officer and co-founder of the Infinity Fellowship. And it's so awesome to have you in this space today. This is when we get to say hello to our first-time visitors and let you know that although we may not have met you before, we know exactly who you are. First, we know what you're not. Regardless of what you thought you were clicking on today, whether it's live or on the replay, you are not a human being who showed up to have a spiritual experience. That's how we usually think it is, right? It's not like that. It's the other way around. You are a spirit who is navigating this human experience just like the rest of us. And so we like to let you know that we know the 5 W's, who, what, where, when, and why you are. So I'm going to ask that you just hold your hands open and receive the love and recognize and remember that people all over the globe are going to repeat this after me. So if you're with someone in your households, the welcome is for everybody because it's a reminder. Turn to your friends and loved ones. Grab them out of the kitchen. Tell them, hey, stop running. Come here. I got to tell you something. Put your hands in front of them. Look them in their eyes right now. Take a deep breath. Exhale and release it. Now smile. And repeat after me. First timers, y'all receive this love from all over the world. I see you, but you don't hear me though. I really see the real you. I see who you are. You are a divine manifestation of God's creation. I see what you are. You are a spirit. You're more than what's on the outside. You are a gift to me and to the entire world. I see where you are. You're right here in front of me. Well, I can let you know that you are not alone. I'm with you. We're with you. And you are at home. I see when you are. You're in the right now, baby. You are so much more than your yesterday. I see why you are. You're here to learn, to grow, to embrace your dreams, and to celebrate your divine destiny. I know all this because I'm here to do the same thing. So we're going to help each other out. All right? I know the real you. And I see you shining today. I feel you shining today. I know you shining today. So welcome to infinity. Welcome home. Asheo. Get your dance on. Get your groove on. Check it out. Shake your leg. Feel good. That's the energy in the space today. Cause why? Cause we're infinite. Let yourself go and get into it. This soul is infinite. Let yourself go on out and get into it. Come on, it's infinite. Let yourself go and get into it. Feel, hey, that's infinite. Let yourself go and get into it. Pass a high five somewhere. Fist pump in the air. Give a hug somewhere. Groove it. Feel it. That's love right there, y'all. Yeah. Welcome to infinity. Welcome home. That's how we say it. That's how we do it. That's how we mean it. So thank you for joining us today. Thank you for being a part for everyone. This is the energy that we take into our sacred moment of giving. This is the first Sunday of Giving at Infinity. And we give just like we celebrate, just like we worship, just like we jump up and down in gratitude. We give with the same energy. We don't give with the lagging energy of lack, because we're not putting any lack vibration into the atmosphere for 2022. And I know you're not putting it out there. I'm not putting it out there. We're not as an institution putting it out there. We're growing. We're expanding. 2022 is bringing expansion of community outreach. It is bringing expansion of housing for the underserved. It is bringing expansion of our performing arts academies for youth in the summer and during the year. It is bringing expansion for all of the classes and workshops and community that we provide in this space. And that expansion is infectious and it's good. And what's beautiful about that expansion is ain't nobody but the universe giving it to us. Can you believe all of that is happening because of people like you who say this institution is so important? It has poured so much into me. Even if I've been there and left and came back and just tune in every now and then, there's something or somebody that has come from my relationship with this fellowship. Some people have met each other online, done business together as a result of Infinity. Some people have met people in this space and found friends that they keep to this day for life because of the energy that they got in this space. So we take it seriously, but we also enjoy giving because we get the chance to pour back into the space that provides us with our spiritual food and also provides us with a community of people that's going to be consistent. Because whatever you say, 641 West Nocturne Drive is going to be here, baby. And we're going to continue to stay here so that you can always have this as a portal for the good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. As you begin to meditate on what your spirit is moved to give today, there are 3 ways that you can give, and we're adding more ways this year. But there are 3 ways: Cash App, $ Infinity Fellowship. PayPal is paypal.me / Infinity Fellowship. And of course, there's the mail with our secure mailbox at 641 West Nocturne Drive, 37207. We're going to put the slide up in a minute. But first and foremost, we want to give from a space of good. So we want to give and bless our electronic devices. We're going to bless them with our offertory affirmation. So as you hold your card or your wallet or your checkbook, we want you to speak into this, because money is just energy. We don't want it to go forth and just say, oh, well, it's time to give. I'm going to do it out of obligation. They tell me all the time. I went to church. I know I gave my 10%. No, because we want it to come back to you in abundance. You got breath and you got life. You got all kind of good things. So guess what? We're about to supercharge that offering. Take a deep breath. Feel the good. Take another deep breath. Recognize what you've been given. Exhale. Repeat after me. Everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. I got it. I got it. I got it good. our offertory affirmations coming up on the screen, and then we're going to sing that. All right, let us say it together from wherever we are in the world. Oh, limitless, abundant creator, source of everything I possess. You have given me the gifts of life, breath, and creativity. You continue to provide for me without judgment or preference. And so I freely return these gifts to you with my whole heart, mind, and intention, knowing that as I give freely with both remembrance and gratitude, the circle of abundance will be unbroken, and so it is. Everything is good. As we go to our voices to sing along, we invite you to sing along with us as we give. The ways to give are on the screen, and we invite you to take a picture of the card, do a screenshot, whatever you need to do. You can give in this moment and on the replay. Come on. Yeah, I've got it.
I've got it. Oh, I've got it good.
Come on.
Hey, everything is good. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Come on, sing with me now. Everything is good. Yeah, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Oh, everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. In my life, everything is all around. Everything is good. And I've got it. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Hey, sing with me now. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. Yes, it is. Everything is good. And I've got it. Woo. I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good. You've got it good. I've got it. Hey, I've got it. Oh, I've got it good. Oh, I've got it good.
Oh, yeah, man. I love to give. Reggie playing, man, I just dump out my whole wallet. Hey, look, just to hear that music and that feeling in a space like that, what a grateful space. And Reg, we're grateful to have you for another year, 2022, man, coming in here. And great to have you. Sister Kenitha's in the house. We got some voices of infinity, and they always bring this energy here. So again, thank you to everybody who supports this community. This is how we're here, and this is why we're here. And we're so glad to be able to reach you in this space today. So Sister Kenitha is going to come and help us with our announcements. So sit still and get your pen out if you need to. There's some things we need to write down. We're going to hit some highlights so you can know all that's going on in this awesome space that we call the Infinity Fellowship. And so it is. Yes.
Woo! All right. Good morning, Infinity. Welcome to the first Sunday, oh my goodness, of 2022. If you've got a manifested achievement that you want to report, as a standing ovation today, go ahead and type it in the chat box right now. I'm telling you, right now, you want to go ahead and type it in the chat box because we don't want to miss out. So if you've got a manifested achievement, type it in so we'll be ready for standing ovations later. All right, so welcome. Oh my goodness, to January, the first month of 2022, the year of attainment, Attainment. The definition of attainment is the action or fact of achieving a goal toward which one has worked. As 2021 aligned you with this purpose and dreams, this is the year for, guess what? The big payoff, baby. So every single day, remember to speak aloud. The daily mantra for the year, y'all, this always, every time I'm saying it, it gives me chills. I live in the overflow. Let's say that together. I live in the overflow. Come on now, that's it. I live in the overflow. That is our new mantra for the year. I live in the overflow. All right, guess what? It's also time for our annual giving statements to go out. So we want to make sure, please make sure to update your email or current address to receive your annual giving statement. That's important, guys, because you can get a tax write-off. If you have given contributions using Cash App, what you see on the screen, make sure to send an email to infinitynashville@gmail.com. Again, that is infinitynashville@gmail.com with your full name and email address or home address where you would want to receive your 2021 giving statement. For more information or questions, you can call the office here at 615-730-9399, or you could email us again if you have any questions, infinitynashville@gmail.com. And that's a thank you from the Infinity Finance Committee. We know here that we are growing financially, and we are growing also with responsibility as we have an extraordinary financial team and accounting firm that we are working with. So it's very important. We want all of that so we can send that out to you all. Yes. Oh, guess what? Our New Year's Eve celebration was a smash success. Thank you to all the members who volunteered. I can't say it enough. Thank you to all the members who volunteered to pull it together. We are so grateful for the chance to hold space for all of you in person and around the world as a spiritual community. I want to give a special shout out to Alicia Hamer and to Angela Bartlett-Treese, we call cousin, who came out the night before, and our kids, Lord, our children, they came out the night before for the New Year's Eve celebration, and we cleaned this place up. We got everything in order, and then when we got here, got everything put in place the next day. We had a fabulous time, so thank you so much, and thank you to all of you all who participated and were here and all of that. We had a wonderful time. All right, y'all, it's time for Standing Ovations.
Tune your vibration to a high elevation. It's time for the good news, our standing ovation.
Yeah.
Well, our high energy here at IF comes from the practice of snap. You keep hearing us do it. This is what we're doing. It's the snap. It's why we snap our fingers during this part of the service. We receive practical lessons and tools for our individual journeys. That's spirituality.
Yes.
We fellowship with like-minded spirits. That is nurturing. We take what we learn and apply it in our lives. That's action. And guess what? If we do these, then we want to see some type of progress in our lives, and that's what we call the proof. So let us pause to enjoy a collective moment of manifestation and expansion. We'll call off your names and manifestations as we receive them. And when your name is called, we will snap our fingers to celebrate and affirm them. But then guess what? We're going to do at the end. We're going to give a standing out of this world ovation.
Yes. Globally.
Okay? Globally.
Everybody all over the
gets to
globe. You
participate.
stand your standing ovation. Everybody all over the globe who's watching is going to stand up at home, and they're going to cause a thunderous rumble throughout the known universe. That's how good it's going to be, because when you're grateful for something and you can share in somebody else's success, you tune your frequency to that same success for yourself.
Yes.
Man.
We live in the overflow.
Oh, I love it. Man,
Yes.
I get to sip coffee and gratitude on Sundays instead of sipping haterade that you get out in other spaces. How about that? Something good happened to you. I don't care what's happening to me. I'm going to jump up and down and celebrate it. All right, so let's start with what we got. Let's go. We've got Rihanna. Sister Rihanna. What's happening? Such a superstar she is. I just got accepted into a cohort for healers doing healing and medicine work for queer people across the South, all over the South, stepping into my healing practice in a real way this year. And thank you for the box and the energy, and we've been utilizing. We just want to say, hey, what a gift. I'm so glad to see Rihanna just busting down walls, man. I'm trying not to give a message on that, but giving her voice and going out there and equipping
so
people
many people. Yes,
of
yes,
all
yes,
ways,
yes.
places. And we love it.
Yes.
Standing ovation to you, Rihanna. In the house today. Brother Justin is in the house. We set the dates for our traditional and church wedding ceremonies going down in Accra, Ghana later this year.
Yes.
Put it together, Justin. Make sure you email us or text us or inbox us. Let us know the dates and everything, and send pictures. You know, and everybody who's watching today, what we're doing from New Year's Eve and today is we're collecting pictures. So at some point during the service, take a selfie in front of the screen.
Yes.
Take a picture of you and your family watching Infinity and text it to us. Either send it to us via email, infinitynashville@gmail.com. Some of you have already sent us those pictures. Y'all look great. Join us, send a selfie of us to infinitynashville@gmail.com, or you can DM us, especially on Facebook, and just let us know, okay? Send us that selfie so we can do. Congratulations, Justin.
It's
You and
gonna
us,
be so
we're in
beautiful.
there. Dr. Michelle Stevens.
goodness.
Yes. I've been waiting on this news. The universe has blessed me with the manifestation of a new position as the inaugural, that means first, you all, inaugural director for the Center for Fairness, Justice, and Equity in Education at Middle Tennessee State University.
Yes. You better
Just
go
snapping. So grateful to be able to use my passion to advocate for others. Grateful to see, I'll get the rest when we click out there. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Grateful to see the seed coming to reality.
Yes.
Dr. Michelle.
With all these years. Yes.
Man, it may have been a long time coming, but guess what? It's here now.
It's here.
And I'll say this to Dr. Michelle because I'm saying this. I want you and the girls to hear this. All of you all, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine, Jada, Destiny, everybody.
Yes.
We want all of y'all to hear
love y'all
this.
so much.
Your mom has always been a star.
Yes.
She has healed so many people as a teacher, as a professor. I've had the privilege of coming up and speaking with her classes.
Yes.
As a therapist, moving people toward health and healing. So guess what? This circle is just coming back to a space that was completely unexpected.
In abundance.
And now you're the first of many, and you're going to set the tone and the template. So congratulations to you. I got to put a little extra on top of that. It's the year of attainment. Getting prepared in that space and alignment. All right, we got Sister Trezana in there. Another one of our resident healers and guides and spirit leaders in her own right. Looking forward to celebrating my 55th Earth Day on January 4th.
Oh, Capricorn.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Woo, come on, Capricorn. We know about
Birthday
that. Huh?
coming up. Birthday coming up. Coming up.
Capricorns know what's up.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
know
do.
what's up.
We're sending you a shout out, 55. I'm loving
Yes.
it. I'm joining you in that later on this year.
Yep.
Very happy. Killing the
Come on.
game, as the
Killing
young
the
folks
game.
say. I'm killing the game.
Yes.
Run old gracefully. All right, great.
Happy
Those are our
birthday.
standing ovations there. We want to, I want to send a standing ovation. Do we have one more, T? On? Yes, we got another one on there. We will make sure we catch everybody that we can on here. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
We got to send a shout out to our reopening committee and leadership team. The Atomic Vision Board workshop was full.
Yes.
It was exceptional.
Yes.
In person and online here for New Year's Eve was exceptional. Sister Deani Thomas had a birthday. So Sister Deani had a birthday, and the kids sang to her, and cupcakes and Sister Keita. It was
Yes.
wonderful. Great to see everybody in the space
That's
today.
my
So
tea
pulling
pot.
it off,
I
man,
know.
was really, really great. And to
birthday,
have everybody who is coalescing around, moving toward reopening. Our goal is to open, what has been to open the 5th Sunday of this month.
Yes.
We are keeping an eye on Omicron.
Yeah.
And we are keeping an eye on the safety and security of this community, this congregation. We have gratefully not had to deal with loss as a result of COVID directly here with Infinity, and we've done that. So we're going to continue to be safe, and that's first and foremost. We see that a lot of places are coming up on a wave that we reopened, and now they're closing again. Because they reopened a little prematurely. But we're grateful that you have been supportive of this community, and we've been supportive of making sure that we are doing best practices to secure everybody and make sure everybody's all right. So I'm sending a standing ovation to our committee, those of you who work hard to make sure that we continue to function and we continue to function well. Standing ovation to you from 2021 and into 2022. So, yes, Mama. What
All
do we
right.
do?
So at this point, if you shared something, guess what? You get to have several seats. But the rest of us, wherever we are around the world, are going to stand to our feet and give a thunderous standing ovation. Okay? Here we go. Woo! Yes, feels good. Those are the announcements and ovations for today. So it is spoken, so it is received, and so it is. Ashe.
As the voices come forward to prepare us for the message today, there's always a great word for you that's a downloaded message from Spirit. So I invite you, those of you who are preparing yourselves for 2022 and already are in it, you're ready to exist in the overflow, grab your journals, grab your notepads, get your screenshot ready so we can take you into the space of growth for 2022. So take a deep breath. Release it. Prepare yourself for the energy of the word with the wonderful music of the voices of infinity. Ashe.
Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. No one stays the same. The young become the old. And mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing goes unchanged. except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky and the hummingbirds do fly. Winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everything will change. The young become the old. And mysteries do unfold, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure, except and come from the sky and hummingbirds do fly. In life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky and hummingbirds do fly. From the clouds and the sun lights up the sky and the hummingbirds do fly. Oh, rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky and hummingbirds do fly. The sun, hummingbirds do fly. Oh, rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky and hummingbirds do fly. Rain and the sun and hummingbirds do fly.
Voices of infinity. Everything must change. Have you ever thought that things would not change? That's the difference between a dream and a delusion, because everything is changing. You are changing. The infinite number of cells in your skin, in your body, they are changing every single day. Within a 2-year process, every single cell in your body has become brand new. That's why you are so much more than your yesterday. So the recognition that everything must change, the acceptance that things must change, that is where the growth occurs. So as you settle into this moment right now, as you speak that your heart is open for this word today, as you recognize that this energy is energy, something that is ready for you, that inner God in you, then we accept change with an open heart. We recognize that change is good. Everything must change. One more verse. Give us that chorus again on that Voices.
Except rain comes from the clouds
And
the sun lights up the sky.
Hummingbirds.
And hummingbirds
Oh, yes.
do fly. Oh, rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky. And hummingbirds, they do still fly. Oh, rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Everything must change. Oh, and nothing stays the same.
Come on, Voices.
Everyone will change. No one will stay the same. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds to fly.
Voices of Infinity. Reggie Wooten can eat the car, snap it up at home, snap it up at home. How awesome. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the word? The word is here, the word is there. And we start with today's meditation. So today's meditation, for those of you who love to share the screenshots on social media through the week, one of the great Indian leaders throughout history and philosophers and theologians, Adi Shankara, gives us today's meditation. Today's meditation, it talks about transformation. Oh, alignment is still with us. As gold purified in a furnace loses its impurities and achieves its own true nature, the mind gets rid of the impurities of the attributes of delusion, attachment, and purity through meditation and, keyword, attains reality. Take a deep breath there. Take a few seconds to focus on what that meditation means to you. And exhale to release as we come back into space today. I find it very interesting that gold finds its true nature by only going into the fire. You see, when you're mining gold, gold is an ore. It's trapped up with all other kind of rocks. It's a thread in the bottom of a river. It's at a stone in nuggets. It's even in that raw state. You have to get it to 24K. The longer you keep it in the fire, the more pure it becomes. In essence, the fire burns away all the things that are impure so that it can attain. Oh, Year of Attainment. I didn't want to get started so soon, but there's something about this change in the air today. There's something about this moment today that makes you grateful for the burn. I believe it was the movie that we watched. What's the movie about? Keep Moving Forward with the Meet the Robinsons. And, they have that crazy PE teacher. And every time something hits him or something happens, he's like, ooh, ha, feel the burn. Huh? He's like, feel the burn. He just wants to, because that's what bodybuilders do. That's what people who push themselves to lengths of growth that they need to change and they really want to feel the burn. That fire scares so many people. But there was a lot of fire in 2021. There were fires that eclipsed what's happening in the prayers that we send to Denver and Boulder and what's happening in Colorado and what happened in California. There were a lot of physical fires in the earth and the atmosphere. The natural process of lightning striking trees and the natural process that's been happening for millions of years before we even showed up on this piece. The planet was taking care of itself because it knew that at a certain time, at a certain season, you had to burn off the old so that you could make way for the new. And it happens in the mining of gold. It happens because you want to get to the purest gold. You got to have the hottest fire. So, I don't have to offer you an apology for what happened to you in 2021, because depending on how you look at it, it got your behind in alignment for what you're going to do in 2022. You still here, ain't you? You're still listening to me, aren't you? Your synaptic patterns are still firing in a way that make you comprehend what I'm saying, aren't you? Oh, give thanks unto the source for what has been done in our life. The simple fact that you can hear me, the simple fact that you can see me, the simple fact that you could text somebody and say, there's some word that's being shared today that I need you to hear. All of that working of your fingers and your thumbs, each one of those fingers working has so many nerves and tendons working that it's a miracle that one finger is working and you have many of them working in togetherness with the synaptic firings in your brain. All of these things are making it so that you can communicate with us through the internet, on the chat box, everywhere you are, and the universe is empowering you to do that, and you have been given these skills. You've reached a space where you can understand. Let he who hath an ear, let them hear. Because having an ear isn't enough. You got to hear what's being said. Because hearing comes through understanding, right? We have to understand you can listen all day, but you got to really hear what I'm saying today. It's not just background noise. We're burning this energy off. And that is what a gold does. Gold sits in a fire and everything else is burned off. But when we take meditation, as Adi Shankara points out, meditation and this state of listening to the God in us, it burns away all the illusions of what we are not. The stuff that we get caught in through the year. So the question becomes, as we cross the threshold, as we look back and see how we got over in 2021, as we got into alignment with who we're supposed to be, we stand on the threshold, on the cusp of achieving a goal, of achieving and holding something. It's not obtaining, because you can obtain somebody else's stuff. You can grab something and obtain it. Attain it means that you are working on a personal goal, and your achievement comes from reaching that which you have been working on. So the flow is here. The payoff is here in this moment for you. And when you ask the question to attain or not to attain. If I was British, I would say to attain or not to attain. That is the question. For those of you who to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. We know all of that, right? But as we talk about the question to attain or not to attain, I ask you, are you ready to attain the great things that are waiting for you? They have been there the entire time. It's just been waiting on you to come into frequency alignment with it. Because all the potential of all that you were born to be has been existing for you since you were born in this world to attain it. But some of us miss the opportunity to attain because we focus on the wrong things. And these things are things that we think in our mind are noble. Is it noble for you to suffer? Is it noble for you? Do you believe? Do you think it's noble for you to suffer? No, because I know some of you, I know we're making the transition. Some of you are first timers. You come into a space and you never felt so good in a church environment. What kind of church is this? You know, the pastor ain't about to beat me up and tell me how filthy I am. Ain't nobody told me I'm living and born in sin. Ain't nobody told me that I'm messing up things, and that's just who I am. That's my nature. I was a sinner, and I was a broke down old sinner, and Lord forgive me, I was an old sinner, and I just don't know what to do no more. I just a filthy rag, and I just try to make my way on through this thing. Yeah, that's what somebody told you. You shocked. You can't believe it. You can't be, I can't. Okay, I felt good. I started with a great song. I got a dance in. I had a meditation. Oh my God, who starts with meditation? We prayed. All people from all faiths were here in this space. I couldn't believe it. Oh my gosh, afterwards we affirmed. We celebrated great things that were happening to people. Oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for the hammer to drop and for that Negro to tell me how bad I is. Who taught you that? Who taught you that it was noble for you to suffer? And I want you to think in your mind. No, I'm working you today. Usually Nurturing Sunday, I'm giving you these 1, 2, 3 practical tools, but Spirit is downloading that I need to ask you, who taught you that you were suffering, that you were born in this world to suffer? And if you can identify in your mind the noun that taught you that you were here to suffer. A noun is a person, place, a thing, or idea. If you can think and triangulate who taught you that you were born to suffer, I'm going to ask you the question next. Were they suffering when they taught you that? Were the people who stood in high places and told you that you were supposed to suffer, were they suffering? Or did they get into a really nice car? Were they suffering, or did they get back to their really nice relationship? Were they suffering, or did they go back to their congressional office or their elected office? Did they come there and tell you that you got to struggle and that something's wrong with you, but they weren't struggling themselves? See, you got to pay attention to people's actions. And if somebody's telling you that you're supposed to suffer and they're not suffering, then guess what? It's an untruth. It's an impurity. And you need to burn that thought up and toss it in the fire. Because you were not born to suffer. The birds ain't born to suffer. That's why they're singing every single morning. Because they're grateful to have a song in their chest. They're grateful to breathe the air. And when it gets cold, they're grateful to have the wings that take them south for the winter to the paradises that they exist in until it's time to come back and rest in the spring. They're in alignment with why they're here. They ain't suffering. They know that they're here to operate in divine creation. So it's not noble to suffer. Is it noble for you to struggle in a relationship? Who taught you that it was noble to struggle in a relationship? That it was noble to hang in there when you know there's nothing left? Who taught you that it was noble to exist in a state where you are relating to people? Where in your closest spaces, where your circle are supposed to be the people who love on you, are the people who continue to keep you locked in a space where there is nothing but you being used, abused, and refused. Who told you that that was noble for you to hang in there and count the days with suffering? Who taught you that you didn't deserve to be loved? That's not why you're here. You're not here to count away those days and say life is bad. Because life is a space and a vibration of love. And the frequency of God is a frequency of love. That frequency is existing in you at all times. You know it's uncomfortable. That's why you rue the day. When you get up every single day and you begin to have the pains in the bodies and you begin to not feel good about yourself and you begin to feel that heaviness on your shoulders, it's because you have locked yourself in a prison where you have accepted that your relationships are supposed to struggle, and that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. It's not the way it is. It's not going to be, because this is the year of attainment. And when you understand that everything must change and you're in the cycle of creation, that rain comes from the clouds, that snow comes from the mountains, that the birds light up the sky and hummingbirds do fly. When you understand everything else is changing, then it's time for you to change out of that space. Move from a space where you are voluntarily choosing to stay in a relationship, whatever that relationship is, that is not feeding you. You have an opportunity to make a change. And if there is love there, you have an opportunity to sit down with somebody and say, listen, we need to do a checkpoint right now. We need to put ourselves, we've been through this fire. We need to see what got burned off. And if there's something left that we can salvage that is going to bring us the gold that we want, that's going to bring us the platinum that we want, that is going to bring us the diamonds that we get from the pressure that we're going through, then we're willing to work that through. But it comes from an understanding that it is your right. You were born to attain things. Oh, so how do we attain, Rev? I'm going to give you a couple of, I'm just going to drop some things that Sister Trajana says she's celebrating January 4th, her 55th birthday. I got till August to catch up with your sister, but I'm going to tell you a funny little story, a little blurb I saw on social media. And it was fortunate that I saw it because I was going through social media to make a conscious decision on how I'm interacting with social media in 2022. I can't do it like I've done it before. I've gotten enough fire to get to that. So all my wonderful people on social media, listen, I'm sending out information this year. I'm sending out knowledge and wisdom this year like never before. I'm not spending a lot of time on that thing though, because that vibration ain't in alignment with what's going to continue to lift me. And somebody tweeted me and they sent me something they thought I would find funny. And it was a seasoned person who sent it to me. And they said, I got a friend request. I'm paraphrasing. I got a friend request from a 21-year-old life coach. Said they were going to help me. And I said, I got to get some better friends. And said, I'm only accepting requests from hanging around the 50-plus crowd because I need advice from people who are seasoned. I'm going to let that sink in. Oh, I'm going to let that sink in. Because, baby, I'm just telling you now, that's the benefit of this community. This is why I got to drop it, because that resonated with me. That resonated with me. In ancient times and in successful civilizations, there was a place where you got your advisement from the elders. You didn't get your advice from people who still experimenting and trying to figure things out because they read a couple of self-help books, or because they bought them a card deck, or because they found something that they saw online on TikTok. Listen, you wonder why you are in this cycle of not attaining things. It's because you have become addicted to analysis that is coming from spaces that do not show fruit. That's the beauty of this day right now. Because you're listening to a mid-50s vessel being with the experience that has come through this vessel been through it. Don't let the clear skin fool you. Don't let it fool you. Look at the gray on the top and the side. Look at the spots that's forming and know that that's because this vessel has been through some fire. So I got some experiences to share. And the lessons that I learned from the people who are above me. But Spirit is telling you right now, add some practices into your life if you want to see a change from people who have proven that they can bear fruit. People who have demonstrated that they have walked a path and they can tell you what to do from a space of experience. That's where the wisdom comes from. And if you are aspiring and if you are younger and you have a calling in your life, I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but something is coming. If you have a spiritual calling on your life, you find some spiritual elders that you can study under and you go to them and you say, I want to learn more here. And you open your heart so that you can learn and absorb things from a space of wisdom that will guide you. That's why some people ain't going to no church, but they'll sit on the porch with the neighbor next door who's 75 years old, and they get so much more from that than they get from anywhere else. I know we're in a generation where everybody wants to know everything and everybody is in this space where we can teach ourselves, good, see how that works out. Eventually, you're going to find a space where you see that alignment in nature is about seeking the wisdom where it is and finding the community. So how do we burn? How do we attain? How do we leave things behind? 3 quick things, write them down. It may be 2 things, it may be 3 things. The first thing I want you to do in this space of attainment, I want you to define some personal rituals for 2022. Define and practice a personal ritual for 2022. Rev, what's a personal ritual? That taking a bath? That's a given. That's a given. That's a given. Whether it's changing my deodorant, is it lighting a different candle? Listen, no, it's simple. What do you do when you get up in the morning? Do you get up with a conscious mind? Do you get up with a focused intention? Do you awaken with gratitude? Do you go to a corner? Do you light a candle? Do you burn some sage? Do you step to the ancestors' table? Do you step outside? What is it that you do that is a personal ritual that keeps you centered and focused on the day? Do you go to your vision board? Atomic Vision Board Workshop works so well because we do vision boards that are going to focus on manifesting fruit in your life. It's not just a party where you get together and kick it and put pictures on and you look up a year later, you're like, what the heck was I thinking? No. Those of you who know, you were in there, Now I may have to do it again. Spirit may be calling me to say, hey, next week or so, we're going to do another version of it because there were so many people who want to focus their ritual. That ritual is, what do I do in the morning to start my day? Find something, stand still, breathe slowly, and hear what Spirit has to say to you. When I get up in the morning, one of my personal rituals is I go to the table and I look at a picture of my father and I start looking at my grandfathers and I start looking at my aunties and my cousins, those who have transitioned. And I'm so reminded of every single thing they went through to make sure that I could be here, that I can't help but to start the day with a good attitude. So if you see me and I say good morning, and I might walk into a space where everything is going to hell, and I got a good attitude, and you say, I dare, how can you have a good attitude? It's because I'm walking in gratitude. You develop a personal ritual that will move you to be in alignment with gratitude. Gratitude moves you toward attainment. The second thing is if you're struggling with something in your life, if you're struggling with where you were, I'm talking to somebody here specifically in this thing today. If you are struggling with something that you had not been able to shake, the reason why you have not been able to shake it is because you have not allowed yourself to acknowledge that it's real. See, we don't operate from the Pollyanna space of, just everything is good. Everything is good. I'm not paying attention to the world. I'm just going to think that everything is good. I'm going to ignore my bills because God is going to pay for it for me. I'm going to ignore my children and my friends because God is going to raise them for me. I'm going to ignore everything. I'm not going to even put deodorant on because God is going to take care of making sure that I am covered. And everything is so wonderful and everything's Pollyanna. And if people cannot communicate with me, oh my God. No. You got to do something. You got to get in the game. And you got to stop playing like you're in the game. Stop playing like in the game. Y'all remember Ace Ventura? Y'all remember Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey? I'll never forget. He had to play like he had a mental illness so he could get access to the institution. And you always see some player who's ready to go. They're like, I want to get in the game and all this, but he had that whole thing down and he's just looking at him. I'm ready to play, coach. Put me in. I'm ready to get in the game, coach. Put me in. That's how many of us are doing. I'm ready to get in the game, coach. Put me in. We ain't being serious. Because if you're serious about the game, you will take a moment to acknowledge and to analyze that spaces that have held you back and be real about them. And then once you're real about them, you identify what they are so that you can no longer hold on to them. That's what the rearview mirror is for. The rearview mirror is not for driving forward. It's to give you a reference point to make sure that you remind yourself how good you've come and how far you've come. So one of the things that I do every year, New Year's Eve, we do a fire ritual where we burn away the things. Some of you need the fire ritual today. So I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. You can screenshot this thing. Put it up on the screen, and you're going to see it. This is a fire ritual that you can do at home. You can do it with your family, and it's real simple. You can write it out, and that's what I want you to do. Write it on a piece of paper. I send gratitude to the heavens for this new year. And I speak that the universe will bless me with, and you be specific about the things that you want. If your health is moving from a space of dis-ease to a space of ease, you write that in that line. You write as many things as you need to that you focus on in that line that you will be blessed with in advance. Even if you don't have it, you're going to speak it into existence right now. Here's the other part. Here's the real part. I also release the things that held me back. These are, write them down. Have you doubted yourself? Have you second guessed yourself? Have you been around people who weren't on your side? Have you been in a space of existence that you knew you weren't born to be in? And you're ready to make that change? You write it in that slot. And then you get yourself a match or a lighter. Kids, you get your parents to do this. Do not do this on your own. Y'all ain't gonna say, Rev Jeff burned my house down. I'm not doing that. Go outside, go to a bin, go to something, go to a barbecue grill, go to something, and you look at that piece of paper. You don't have to say it to anybody else but yourself. As this burns in the cleansing flames, I accept my walk into the greatest era of my life on and in divine purpose. And so it is. That's when you do the usher, baby. Let it burn. And when it burns, that smoke, as it goes into the atmosphere and it is absorbed by the heavens, you call it what you want to call it. You can say amen. You can say hashay. You can say hotep. You can say shalom. You can say namaste. You can say whatever you need to say to let go of it. But once it's burned, it's gone. And you begin to practice that energy of manifestation. We just came down off a Kwanzaa season, and Spirit wanted me to acknowledge the energy of a Sister Gwinnell Dismukes. Ashe, ancestors. Glad I got a little water. Ashe. Gwinnell Dismukes. Ashe. Sister Gwinnell transitioned years ago, but she wrote a book called Affirmations for a Year-Round Kwanzaa. I love it. I love it. When I was doing Kwanzaa 30 years ago, something happened to us in that moment when we were practicing these 7 principles actively. The 7 principles are awesome. I don't care what kind of debates you got with people and personalities and all of that. They're awesome principles. There's nothing wrong with self-determination. There's nothing wrong with unity. There's nothing wrong with cooperative economics and collective work and responsibility. All those are great. But when people say, well, Rev, I don't see you out doing all the super extra Kwanzaa, it's because I'm focused on living those principles every single day of the year. So don't come around during the holidays jumping up and saying we practice Ujima and Umoja and cooperative economics when I call on you to do something in July and you won't show up. Because principles are embedded in practices that you have all year. Personal practices. Are you practicing unity when people need you? Are you showing up in a space of self-determination for yourself? Are you showing up in the lives of your family and friends to be there for them? And are you building community? Can't nobody live on no community one time a year. You can't live on Christmas one time a year. You can't give people food one time a year. You can't love and forgive people one time a year. You can't come during Hanukkah. You can't come during Ramadan. You can't come during Kwanzaa. You can't come and say, I'm going all out during the year, and you wonder why things aren't working out for you the other 360 days. It's because those principles are supposed to be lived every single day of your life. The personal practice does that. Then putting it together with the family, and then finally in community. And that's the gift of a space like this, where you get to have a community of people who are going to be there for you when the times get hard, who are going to show up in your life and pour into you when you need to be poured in, and also will give you an opportunity to pour back and complete that infinite circle, that infinite cycle that creates attainment for every single body. So today, as I close, I remind you of our mantra right now. And I remind you that the secret to attainment is recognizing with an attitude of gratitude that I live in the overflow. Repeat that.
I live in the overflow.
I live in the overflow.
I live in the overflow.
So you were born to be in the overflow. You weren't born to be in the space of lack. Everything is overflowing. I want you to absorb that every single day of your life in your personal practice, whatever that is. If you get to the yoga mat, if you get to the shrine, if you get to the window, if you get to the wall, whatever you get to, you recognize that I live in the overflow. Take a deep breath in this moment. Exhale and let it go. Close your eyes and see and feel the energy. I live in the overflow. As we hear the sounds of the birds echoing into this building here today, right now, a reminder that we live in the overflow. And the overflow is good. And so, Divine Spirit, we give thanks right now in this affirmative moment of this message. We give thanks for your gift of allowing us to be purified and to attain who we truly are. We give thanks in this moment right now. And as we open our hearts to overflow, we proclaim that we live in that space right now. That all our needs are met. That our dreams and our desires are here for a reason. And that reason is not to nag us to death. It's to nag us to action. It's to nag us to purpose. It's to nag us to victory. So we release those negative thoughts that are existing right now. I speak to the person who has been struggling back and forth, knowing that the reason why that struggle is there is because we're fighting the burn. We want to feel the burn today. And we're going to be okay with the burn today. Because we know that through the flames, the phoenix bird rises from the ashes, born anew. So we are born anew in this moment today. We're existing in the overflow. We claim the overflow. We speak abundance and attainment for this year, starting in this moment today. We release and depend on you and your divine presence and your awareness with us today. We don't come from a space of begging. We come from a space of proclamation today. So we are proclaiming excellent and radiant health and healing. We are proclaiming that finances are healed right now, that there's an abundant overflow, that people can do the things that they want to do in life without worry, without fear, without shame. We are proclaiming the healing and putting together of families. We are proclaiming the healing and putting together of communities. We are giving thanks for the overflow of young minds that are out there in the world today. That when they see the problems of society, they don't get discouraged. They just strap on their overalls and say, we're in this thing now. This is our time. This is our generation. We're speaking that connection with themselves and with elders. to complete that circle for success as this society continues to change for the good. We speak success in weathering the storm. We speak that divine peace and presence of knowing that we operate, we walk all of this way in this path in love. We're so grateful to you right now. We're so grateful to be here right now. We're so grateful for this vibration of love right now. We're so grateful for this vibration of excellence. And we commit and speak open doors right now. I speak open doors. Open doors. Go through the open door. And all of these things we proclaim with the victorious spirit of those who are made in your image and likeness from all over the world, from every race and nation and ethnicity and gender and orientation, everyone in alignment with purpose, moving the world ahead on this side of living. For these things and other things we cannot put into words, we give thanks and radiate the positive and the good and the thanksgiving for this space of attainment in 2022. We live, we work, we move in the overflow. And so it is. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hold that breath and feel that good. Exhale and let that good into the world, and so it is. Amen, Amen. Hotep, Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. So it goes with the word today, y'all. So it goes with the space today. So it goes with the message today. To give thanks in the overflow. I see things moving out of the side of my eyes, so I know y'all are talking to each other, y'all are sharing with each other. Listen, if something touched you today, share it with somebody. Give yourself some brand new vision. And that new vision I want you to give yourself is the vision of a brand new year. This is your opportunity. You stand up straight, you stand up tall with humility and knowing that your gift comes from the Creator. You walk in the strength and confidence of knowing that if you walk through this world in shame and you walk through this world in doubt, if you walk through this world not thinking that you're worthy, then you're not acknowledging that God put you here for a reason. So when you recognize that, you put your glasses on, you say 20, 22, I'm in this piece. What you got for me? What you got? Because we're going to do this together. From within to without. Oh, and so it is. All right, y'all. Voices, we're ready to close this divine ceremony today and to move forward in the world. I don't know if I have any announcements to make. I don't know if I've got anything I need to say. All right, other than stand to your feet and get your sway on. Yes. To the right, to the left. As each of us leaves this place and we begin to walk into a world that awaits our light, we speak that you walk forward in confidence and love for 2022, that you walk and attain the things that are due for you. Hold somebody's hands, sway and sing along with us as we close the Infinity Fellowship in physical ritual, ever emanating though, continually. Hold those hands and let's sing together. We'll put the words on the screen. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, and yet today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. If today's a brighter day and we are on our way, then we can begin to heal ourselves again. Oh, we remember yesterday, today's the day. God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. God's reminding me, God's reminding me to look at you and see family. We speak that the God of your acceptance and understanding, the ancestors and the cosmos rest, rule, rock, and abide with you from this moment going forward. We sing together. Amen, amen, Hotep Shalom, Namaste, Ashe. On behalf of the Voices of Infinity, Sister Kenitha Carr, Brother Reggie Wooten, on behalf of our tech crew, Brother Tony and Signaris, Brother Joshua Smith Carr, and all the Infinity family, y'all, we love you. Next week is Nurturing Sunday. I expect to see each and every one of you. Follow us on our social media platforms so that we can help you live the best year of your life. Until I talk to you again, this has been Rev Jeff, reminding you that you are loved, and that's a fact you cannot change. Peace, power, 2022, attainment, baby.